Welcome everyone and welcome to Cherry's Red Army YouTube channel. In this short video we are going to discuss our recent loss at home versus Sheffield Wednesday, and yes, the club have done it. They've sacked Jason Tindall. Let's get into it. So last night, AFC Bournemouth took on Sheffield Wednesday in the Championship, and an opportunity for Jason Tindall to switch it up. Players have been letting him down and us down for quite a few weeks now. Maybe play Samura, maybe play Surridge, maybe put some players on that pitch that actually give a damn and will run for the team. But he didn't. Same players, letting him down week in, week out, straight in the starting lineup. Players like Mepham, who weren't very good at Reading, but you know what? In the starting lineup again. Within a minute, the writing was on the wall. 52 seconds, Sheffield Wednesday got through one-on-one, should have scored. Begovic saved, but a miracle really, because that was a point-blank chance for them. Again, 2 in midfield, 3 in midfield, whatever formation he was playing. Some of us couldn't even work it out at the start, but a midfield that didn't dominate, couldn't grab hold of the game. 10-yard passes that we couldn't make again. So if we can't make 10-yard passes, let's try 60-yard passes. Oh no, we can't make them either. David Brooks taking too long on the ball, and then when he does want to pass it, he can't pass it. Then Mepham would decide to receive the ball at the back. We dominate possession most games, and instead of turning out trying to play out to Stacey, he decides to take it back towards his own goal, tries to play it back, gets it all wrong. Sheffield Wednesday capitalise on it. 1-0 down. Here we go again. Again, we go into half time. 61% possessions. 0 shots on target. What are you doing? What's going on? Why can we see it week in, week out that players aren't running, doing the basics, trying? Half time. JT does exactly what he did against Reading. 3 subs. Throw him on. Lerma comes on. Lerma or Pearson should have been on. What are you playing in a midfield when you've got Barry Bannon in there, who's probably one of the most underrated players that goes under the radar, a player that hurt us in the first fixture between the teams that we lost? Why was Lerma or Pearson not in that team lineup to capitalise and stop Bannon playing? But he got those players on. We got a little bit better, but that's what happens. You know, teams go ahead against us, drop off and let us have the ball. But we would get back in the game through a penalty, through Stanislas. A player that has showed heart. Yeah, he has had fallings out with some of our players, but you know what? Is that because he cares? Because he wants it? Because he knows he's getting to the wrong end of his career and he wants to play in the Premier League? A player that we can trust this season. Scores the penalty, 1-1. Okay, we're back on level terms. We've got away with it. Now let's capitalise. A positive 5 minutes where we comfortably could have scored a second, creating chances. Good to see. But then it happens again. They go down our end, they play it out to the wide areas, and Lloyd Kelly decides that he's not going to make every effort that he could have made to stop the cross. He makes a half attempt at trying to stop the cross. The cross comes in, high over, and when that happens, and when you've got Adam Smith who come off the bench at half time playing right back, there's always a good chance that someone's going to leap above him and score. That would be Jordan Rhodes, a player that apparently struggling, according to my Sheffield Wednesday fan that I had on my preview show, scores. A player that's struggling scores. And Adam Smith gets caught out at the back post like he's done many times in his career. I think we huffed and puffed and then until the end, and Lerma had a chance at the end. Damage has been done. We lose again. We lose at home to a team that don't win many games away from home. And we drop points against teams in the bottom relegation or in the bottom half of the table. Not good enough. So the game finished, Sheffield Wednesday 2, Bournemouth 1, and Sheffield Wednesday took 3 points back home. Same old story. Statistics, better possession, but it's not good enough. You can't win football matches dominating possession all the time. We need to be hurting teams, and we're just not doing that. That. Twitter would be asking for Jason Tindall's head. Time for him to go. But is it JT's fault? He applied for the job. Someone gave him half a chance that he could get the job, so he went for it. I'm not going to blame him for trying to improve his career, but I said from day dot that he did not have the CV for that squad, he did not have the talent, and he was never going to inspire the top players within that team. But accountability needs to come from higher than that. Someone decided without interviewing anyone, without doing proper processes, that JT was to be given the job. Is that because it was an easy choice? Or is it because it was the cheapest choice? Whatever it was, I think we all agree now that Jason Tindall just wasn't up to it. Jason Tindall, a man that's given us many memories, along with Eddie Howe, with our historic rise to the Premier League. But based on performances, you can't agree he had to go. For me though, maybe the person that employed him needs to go as well. Who do we get in now? Tough question. Do we get in someone that's maybe not going to excite the fans but gets the job done? Because if we don't make the playoff final, it's going to be a disaster. If we don't get promoted, it could be a disaster and a long way back for us. But if we want attacking football, then maybe we go for someone who can give us that. But remember, I think what we need is not necessarily a tactical genius. We need someone that can gather that team, put some smiles on some faces. A lot of those players don't necessarily need coaching. They just need to know that they're good players and that they're going to become better players. And if some of our players like David Brooks, Danjuma are looking on in training to the person that manages them, and that player or that manager has had experience playing in the Champions League and World Cups, that for me would inspire me. And I'd hope to think that would inspire players like Danjuma and Brooks as well. And maybe that's all it is. An arm round the shoulder, get that confidence back, and we'll start flowing again and we'll start scoring goals. I think we all know, we've all said, this team has talent. But that doesn't get you results and it doesn't get you promoted from the Championship. We did okay at the start of the season because of that talent. We're getting into the business end now and teams are working us out and other managers are working us out. And we just haven't been good enough in tactically trying to get around that. The board have said, apparently according to the media, that a due diligence process will be put in place and it won't be an eternal appointment, which that hopefully means it wouldn't be Jonathan Woodgate. Nothing against Woodgate, but that's not the answer and no better than Jason Tindall. Jonathan Woodgate, a coaching experience at Middlesbrough, and then went into a managerial position which took him to 41 games, 9 wins, scoring the least amount of goals in that Championship season, and Borough didn't even get relegated. I think we can do a little bit better than that. Let me know what you think about the game, about the goals we conceded, about the lack of opportunities and creativity. Also, let me know what you think about Jason Tindall. Was it right to sack him? Was it not right to sack him? Should the accountability come from higher up in the club? Who's the next manager? Who do you want to see come through the door? Whatever happens, we've got 19 games to go. We're still in there. We're still in the playoff places, but we do need to find our form very, very quickly. And we need to get some of these players that have joined us in January on that pitch. Thank you for watching Chariots Red Army YouTube channel. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Up the cherries.